I think what happened that Mitch was open, and you throw to the open guy. And certainly some of the plays that were designed, what I find out is quarterbacks generally throw what they've thrown in practice. And he had thrown the post on the first touchdown several times. That it was complemented with a real wheel route, and it just happened to be Mitch. I mean, we rotate receivers, which we try to keep our receivers around 50 to 55 plays, and it was just Mitch happened to be in on that particular play. So whether it was Mitch or Cody or Ross or Skylar, I mean, we expect every one of them to make that play.
Was Mitch open because the defense was keying in on Cody, or was he just running routes better? What kind of made him more open than?
Well, I think that particular play is a run formation for us, and we've had some success with that play. But at other times on another touchdown, the safety slid more over to Cody's side, and Mitch won on a deep ball, ran a really good route. So it just depends. It's hard to say. I think a good offense, you have to take advantage of what they give you. And I think that night we did. They came out and they wanted to stop Taysom running the ball. And in the last 2 weeks, I think we've improved throwing the ball. So that dimension is coming along, which, as I said before, the offense is evolving in the pass game. And again, this is we're up to game 6 for Taysom as a starter. And Mitch Mathews has never started a game, and Cody is getting back in the groove, getting healthy now, and coming off a hamstring, and that really he wasn't able to go much of summer camp. So it's all coming together, and it all takes time. It's a work in progress.
Coach, during the Utah State game, there was a play made by Kurt Henderson, and the shot instantly went up to the press box and showed you celebrating. You got really excited. You mentioned to me before that all the criticism of wide receivers should be heaped upon you, but at the same time, it was just the absolute joy of you seeing receivers experiencing success was shown in that instant. Talk about that moment.
Well, I think, I have a reputation of people who don't know me think, and I've said this before, they hear my voice and they think that I'm not a caring person, but I care about my players, and each one of those guys is special to me. And I know how much work he's put into it, and to see him open and to catch a ball, and it's just a good feeling as a coach. It's no different than your son bringing home an A. It just makes you feel good. And I'm an excitable person. I know you all may not think that, but I have my moments of joy, and then I guess I go back to being grumpy me. But that was a moment for me. I was proud. I mean, I was proud when Mitch caught the touchdowns. I was proud when Skylar caught the 2 third-down conversions. I mean, it's always good to see things come to fruition, and then they've taken a lot of criticism. I mean, I've read some things that I think, quite frankly, are unfair, and so it's good to see them experience that success. Sometimes I don't think people in the public realize what your players read, and these are young people, and I always try to tell fans, what if that was your son? And some of the things that you say, how would you feel? These are not NFL players. These are college football players, and they're not perfect by no stretch of the imagination. My job is to get them as good as their athletic ability allows, and when you see a good person have success, it just makes you feel good.
Yeah. You had mentioned a couple weeks ago, hey, maybe some scars that the offense had struggled the past few years. That Utah State game, maybe does that erase maybe a little bit of a barrier with these guys right now?
Well, I think each game is an improvement, and when I mentioned that, we were talking about roller coaster being up and down, and let's face it, it's a building process. So as success grows, your confidence grows, and I think our confidence it's grown the last 2 weeks. In the past game, we have a dynamic quarterback, we have a dynamic running back. And I think we have some pretty good skill people. It's just a matter of it all coming together, and the more confidence they have, the better they'll be. Sometimes it's not how good you are, it's how good you think you are. And, that's a matter of success.
These guys have more confidence in Taysom because he did quite a pretty good, over 50%, going up and better the past few weeks. They're getting more just kind of where he'll get the ball to him in the right spot.
Well, see, I think, first of all, I don't think any of my guys never had any question that Taysom could get him the ball. I mean, we've done it in practice. We had a lot of success in the summer. It was just a matter of taking it to the game. So, you know, I think his confidence is an offense. I mean, Taysom Hill's a playmaker. You know, I don't care. What's the difference if you run for a 70-yard run and you throw a 70-yard pass? It's still 70 yards. So we want to be a complete football team. We don't just want to be one-dimensional. We don't want to be all run. We don't want to be all pass. We want to be successful. And so a good football player is going to do what it takes to win. So if that's running the football, we're going to be there to do that. If that's throwing the ball, we'll be there. But as far as lacking confidence in Taysom, I don't think that ever existed.